Hey everyone, it's LOZA, and we're looking at the ban list for April 15, 2024. You can already see from the thumbnail of this video, and of course every other YuGiTuber's ban list video, and the screenshot we have right here. Linkuriboh has been banned. Now obviously there's a lot of other changes on the list too, but let's just acknowledge that Konami do not care about hitting the problems. They do not care at all about acknowledging what is truly wrong in a format, and they will hit everything around the problem instead of the problem itself. That is disgusting. I hate that. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on that down in the comments. Because I'm sure there is an argument, well, a lot of people invested into these expensive new meta decks, Snake Eyes in this case, and they don't want those cards to get hit and then become irrelevant in the second hand market and, you know, have no price. To me, I think it's a big womp womp. Take the L Bozo, you bought the meta deck and it gets hit. I think this is dumb. Hitting generic cards is stupid. I don't know, like, we'll get into it in depth. I'm just waiting for some people to jump into the stream. Good to see you, Sparring Girl, Red, Billy Trashbag, El Elric. El Elric, no, just El Eric. What's going on, guys? It is great to see you. We're going to sip on this coffee and we're going to go through the ban list. And then I've got some roast videos to look at, and who knows what else we'll get up to. The province. That's funny. This will always be uploaded as a video, brother. So if you want to watch UFC 300, go for it. I'll be here later. Billy, that sounds incredible. That's the best way to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I swear. Those silly 5-way, 4-way, 6-way duels where you all draw from the same deck of like anime garbage cards. It's so much fun. So good. One player flips like Mirror Force on someone who's winning and it's just everyone goes nuts. So much fun. That's probably peak Yu-Gi-Oh, let's be real. Alright, we're gonna get started. So we've already kind of spoken about it, but Linkuriboh being banned is truly a sign of a grim future for the game. Any generic staple seems like it can now get hit simply because it's being played in, you know, the current good meta deck. And this is not a new thing, it's just a continuous theme. The fact that so many YuGiTubers came out publicly saying on their banlist prediction videos that Linkuriboh is going, and Konami actually did it, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. It's crazy. Linkuriboh obviously has been heavily played within the Snake Eyes deck, but you know what they're gonna do now? You know what they're gonna do, guys? I'm bringing up probably the worst simulator for this. Sorry for the flash of light, by the way. They're like level 1 Link monsters exist. Oh, it's not coming up. Look, guys, it's a level 1 monster. Link 1. What? It's not like they got rid of all generic Link 1s. They just got rid of the defensive battle phase one. I don't know. I know Blue Eyes used to love this card and Altergeist back in the day. I don't know, like hitting Linkuriboh just feels wrong. Absolutely wrong. We'll get through the other cards now. We're not going to sit on that the whole video. Baron de Fleur. Baron de Fleur getting banned. Finally got a cheap reprint and it's being banned. Okay, cool. Random. Savage Dragon. Baron. Savage Dragon. So, generic, pardon me, generic negates. Konami saying no. They're saying, Oh, well, we don't want any more generic negate synchros, apparently. Great comment on Facebook here is Sword Soul found dead. Absolutely. Absolutely. Other comments, why did they get rid of Link Karibo? Of course, Link Karibo had to suffer. One person said, where is Appaloosa? And you know what? They kind of got a point. It's like, they're getting rid of these generic cards. You know, how much life does Appaloosa have left in her? Who knows? You read Link Karibo's second effect and to see why they banned it. Yeah, it can summon itself back continuously. I realize this. I still think it's fine. I think we all know what cards should be hit in Snake Eyes. If they ban Snake Eyes Ash, I think a lot of problems go away. They could either put it to 1 or ban. I think just ban Snake Eyes Ash. And none of the rest of the bans here need to occur, in my opinion. Perhaps I'm wrong, but I think instead of these 4 generically played cards being banned, may I remind you, all of these cards are at 3, I'm pretty sure, previous to this ban list. I think if just Snake Eyes Ash went to banned, these 4 cards would still be at 3. But that's a conversation for the comments. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Or in the stream chat right now if you're here. Oh, they did it. Why did they bring back Kieran? I hate that. I hate this shit, man. Okay. Protos as well. So Sword Soul lost access to their generic negate, Baron de Fleur, in exchange for a card that literally doesn't let your opponent play the game. Interesting. Oh, Colossus. Whoa. Oh, man. Colossus. Oh, my. So, let me get this straight. They banned Summon Limit being like, Floodgate bad. You know, they're like, no more Floodgate, and every other Floodgate in the game is at 1. And they're like, oh, well, those Floodgates are at 1. Colossus and Protoss, they can come back now. More Floodgates. Amazing. Amazing. Tidal, Dragon Ruler of the Waterfalls, great. That is a great card to come off the list. Amazing. Chicken Game. A lot of people have been messaging me about Chicken Game. Great. I love to see Chicken Game here at 1. Will we play it? Yeah, why not? Why not? I've got a couple of copies laying around somewhere, unless I gave them to Jake, which I might have. I need to go and check. Anti-Spell Fragrance going to 1. Huh? Oh, is it strictly because they're pushing for the Magispectors deck? The Magispectors new deck is insane, and now that Kieran is back at 1, it's even better. I'm pretty sure that deck is already really good, so that's crazy. Thank you very much to Gregory for the memberships. You are a legend. I'm not sure why that doesn't come up on my big chat. It should. But thank you, good sir. Have I missed anything? Have I missed anything, guys? Protoss, terrible. Colossus, terrible. Kieran, terrible. Spell Fragrance, okay, whatever. Chicken Game, cool. No one's hurt by Chicken Game coming back. It's just random and generic. We're like, yep, whatever. Idle, yeah, that's fine. I think overall this limited list is a fat miss. I think the forbidden section sucks, and the limited section also sucks. If I were to offer alternatives, I would just say to not release a lot of these cards from the forbidden status. But yeah. Semi-limited Armageddon Knight. Yeah, I don't think anyone cares about that. And Pearly Delicious Memory. Yeah, I think this card being at anything lower than 3 means it's hard to generically do their stuff, so yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's whatever. I don't know. Pearly hasn't been an issue for a while. I'm kind of happy that we don't have to look at it or verse it anymore, though, so I don't know. It's nice to not verse this deck. And Unlimited, we have the Malicious coming off the ban list. That's cool. Harp Horror, back to 3. Nice. We can update the Dark Magician Orcus profile. Triple Harp, let's go. Speedroid Terratop, that's fine. Engage. Ugh, why? Why? Why is Engage unbanned? Unlimited. Like, Engage is one of the most insane cards in an archetype. It's Pot of Greed. Why is regular Pot of Greed banned, but in archetype searchable Pot of Greed is at 3? When it was at 1 and 2, you were like, oh, well, at least they have to, like, find it, or they have to search for it, and you know that's going to be their search. Now it's just like, well, great, they have 3 Pot of Greed, great. Amazing. Yo, Costa, what is up? Thoughts on Domain Monarch from this ban list? I don't think this helps Monarchs at all. Like, there's a couple of less negates. Does summon limit matter in Monarch? No. I think all of this is just pretty bad for the game in general. I'm just gonna say. This does not seem very fun. Thunder Dragon Colossus and Arch Nemesis Protoss are not fun cards to play against. What are they going for? The worst format possible here? Snake Eyes gets a slap on the wrist. Generic Synchros get thrown out the window. And they bring back a bunch of Floodgates in exchange for putting Anti-Spell to 1 and banning Summon Limit. What is this list? The unlimited section is also... I can't believe the unlimited section's disappointing. Normally this is like, oh yeah, Harp Horror, that's long overdue to come back. Or like a Speedray Terratal, Malicious, and like, you know, some random crap that's been at 2 or 1 for some reason. And you're like, oh yeah, it's been like 7 years, it can come back. Engage... No, they have new support coming out. Why are we taking the Pot of Greed card and putting it to 3? That's absurd. That's absurd. Blake has just sent me a message about the ban list. Fafa, when I play against Snake Eye, I definitely feel Link Karibo is the typical... Yeah, see, Fafa has summarized it perfectly. In a massive roast at the YuGiOh News Twitter. Like, yeah, man, whenever I'm versing Snake Eyes, it's like, damn, I wish Link Karibo was banned. This is absurd. Wait, I know we've looped back to Link Karibo being banned as the thing. But wow. Wow. Blake, good timing sending me that message as well, live on stream. Just such an absurd take. It's absurd that YuGiTube has said that it would happen and that it's happened. I just can't believe it. We truly must live in a simulation. No, that's crazy. Like, I don't think Summon Limit should be banned either. A card that literally does nothing going second requires you to hard open it. Unless I've missed something and there's a way that Labyrinth or something can search Summon Limit. I don't think there is. What is wrong with Summon Limit? Your opponent gets 2 freaking summons. What? It's like the most tame of the floodgates. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how you can go, Summon Limit's a problem, we're taking it out of the game, and then be like, but here's Protoss and Colossus back. Like, either, like, they're all okay, or none of them are okay. But I know that is never the case in Yu-Gi-Oh! For example, Baron de Fleur and Savage Dragon are clearly not okay for some reason. But, you know, Kieran can go... Yeah, Kieran is just coming back. But I think Kieran coming back is more so because they want to print more money on the Magispector cards coming back, which is probably why Engage is coming back too. A lot of this is probably just Konami wanting to make money. Hence why Link Karibo is getting banned and not any of the Snake Eyes cards, because they want to keep people buying the set. Maybe, I don't know. The set's kind of already lost its peak, I would say, but yeah. They could have hit, yeah, as Gregory has said in the chat, they could have hit Oak, Ash, Princess, but apparently Link Karibo is the problem, guys. A Link 1 that stops an attack and then summons itself back? Yeah, that's... You know when you drop Dark Ruler in your opponent and you're like, thank God I negated that Link Karibo effect in the battle phase. Like, damn. That was really stopping my vanilla 2500 attack monster from beating down his board. Truly silly. And yes, Summon Breaker still exists. That's a great point, Dave Juve boy. Summon Limit has been banned, but Summon Breaker still exists. And I'll just bring up Summon Breaker real quick. Oh look, it's nearly the same card, which you can summon or summon. You can activate via Metaverse or Terraforming. During main phase 1 of the turn, player conducts a third summon. It's the end phase. Why didn't this go? Summon limit is in the artwork of this card. By the way this card works, if your opponent summons twice and you Metaverse this out, if they summon a third time, it still counts the summons, right? Just like summon limit. It still counts the summons, and if they summon again, it's the end phase of their turn. So if they're in the process of a third summon, for example, they reveal like something in hand. Let's say they reveal Dogmatica Fleur-de-Lis to special. Pardon me. Flip Metaverse, summon breaker, activate summon breaker rather. They now proceed to resolve the chain. They summon Fleur, end phase. End phase. Similar to summon limit, where if your opponent's performing their second summon and you flip it, they are now locked out of summons. They could have probably done something about this. They could have either said these cards only count summons while they're face up, or they could have they just said they count them when they're face down, even when they're not flipped, which is a little silly. I understand. I don't think it's ban worthy though. I don't know. I get that it's like, oh well, you're trying to break someone's board and then they flip summon limit on you. It's like, what do you do? I could say that about like 45 other cards though. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I was trying to break my opponent's board and he had Solemn Judgment as well. Like, a card I didn't account for that was set. Like, I was trying to break my opponent's board and they had Ash Blossom, so damn, that ruined everything. It's like, well, I guess we should ban Solemn Judgment and Ash Blossom too. I don't know. Like, I don't get it. If anything, these floodgates help the worst decks, the rogue decks, the casual decks to stay afloat when they're versing generic dickhead decks like Snake Eyes that shit out 45 bodies and then make Link Karibo as one of their opening plays. Oh, Link Karibo obviously not being the key play there. They normally go into some generic stuff, such as the Baron de Fleur, such as the Borreload Savage Dragon, such as the Appaloosa. So this is the way that they're hitting Snake Eyes without hitting Snake Eyes. They're hitting every card that's not Snake Eyes, that's generic that they were playing. Honestly, disappointing list. Konami are cowards. They really need to just put their foot down and say, yeah, look, this archetype was too strong in the TCG. It didn't do that great in the OCG, but look, over here it's clearly oppressive. Maybe a Max C thing. So let's just put our foot down and say Snake Eyes Oak is gone, or Snake Eyes Popular is gone, or Snake Eyes Ash is gone. Like, can they just, for once, hit the problem, hit the nail on the head? Because instead of hitting the nail on the head, they go and knock down the whole fucking tool shed with the hammer. Instead of just nailing in that last nail, you know, they just go and smack the whole barn down. Anyway, that's the end of the ban list video. What a absolutely horrible list. I have offered alternatives for pretty much this entire list, so I don't think anyone should be too upset. Because yeah, I don't know. If you like this list, let me know in the comments though. This shit is bad. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.